Am I a soldier of the cross? Oh, oops, too much going on. Got to come this way here. So clicked on that. So, there we go. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect height and everything. Am I a soldier of the cross, a follower of the Lamb? And shall I fear to own his cause, or blush to speak his name? Must I be carried to the skies on flowery beds of ease, while others fought to win the prize and sailed through bloody seas? Are there no foes for me to face? Must I not stem the flood? Is this dark world a friend to grace to help me unto God? Sure, I must fight if I would reign. Increase my courage, Lord. I'll bear the toil, endure the pain, supported by thy word. That was Am I a Soldier of the Cross? Hello, Darlene. How you doing, sister love? Howdy, 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 brother Pat. Kathleen, hello. Don, how's it going? And that brings us up. Um, I am in the throes of a headache right now, sister Darlene. I have been on the go most of the day, and those followed by the speak. Well, let me back up. Saturday, I was on the go in the morning, and I did what I could in the afternoon to minimize any headaches, so that way I could be at services on Sunday. In other words, I took it really easy. Um, Sunday, I preached. Preaching always is a joy to me, but it's also a trial because it invariably gives me a very severe headache. Migraines if the medicine isn't working. If the migraines is working, well, wonder what he's taking a picture of. The migraines, if the medicine is working, the migraines are still there. They're just at a very, very distant, so it's a very light pressure headache. Um, Anyhow, and the medicine was just introduced into my system on Thursday, so it's not quite fully taken effect. So I'm in the middle of a headache. And then today I was on the run, so uh, trying to just give you, since you asked, I'm always trying to be honest and upfront and tell you exactly what's going on. Uh, because if you're interested enough to ask, that means you're interested enough for the reply. Hopefully. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you, Maureen. I'll make do. You know, by the God's grace, I'll make do. But it's always a challenge on the Sundays after I preach. Definitely. There we go. So what you got there, bud? Next one is going to be There's Power in the Blood. What's
How
that?
about where I put the where I put my drink?
That might be a wee bit too close to our neighbor's line because I don't know if they use any chemicals for dandelions and stuff. I don't remember. I think at one point in time I've seen them out with a sprayer.
Yeah, that's still a ways.
It is a ways from their line, but I still worry about that.
Because I don't want to put any more on this side of the drive, so that we can turn in wide load still.
Mm-hmm.
Not have training.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go any further that direction, really, though.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next case, and I don't really want to do it in front of the garden. That's the whole big trouble.
Right.
So where would I put it?
If we gotta figure out a place to put this guy.
Well, I mean, there's probably, what, 3 of them in there? And I don't want to put them too close to the timber because of easy access by the wildlife. We better turn the fan on, otherwise we're going to have chiggers on me all night. Do it on number 1 first setting. Yes, Debbie, that too shall pass. Hello, Sister T. Carol. Oh, I won't say it was a bad day, even if I was on the run. Running just as fast as we can. Hello, Mary. Good to see you.
I think I'm still I saw that. Someone photoshopped Sloane's picture of hers and her big wig or whatever. Yeah, Tiffany. I think it's the one who did that. I think I'm alone.
No, that wasn't Tiffany.
What Tiffany?
That was a boy group. I got some sympathy. I need one.
That's a gal.
Nope. I'm positive. Look it up. Let me put you. Oh, Amos, your wheels are a bit wide at the bottom, but a bit narrow at the top. Debbie's like, don't get that song stuck in my head. Don't worry, we'll get another one stuck in your head shortly. I think I'm going down. Check it out. I don't think that's it. Check the oldies. There have been a lot of people that have, I mean, there's been others that have done a remake, but look for the original, or the recording artists of the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you guys can help us out. Who was it that actually recorded that in the 50s and 60s? It wasn't the Monkees. What?
I Think We're Alone Now is a song written and composed by Richie Cordell. It was first recorded by Tommy James and the Shondells.
There we go.
A major hit for the group, reaching number 4 on the U.S. Hot in the 60s. 67.
Tommy
James.
Tommy James and the Shondells.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Trying to get away into the night, and then you put your arms around me and you tell me and we tumble to the ground.
But the one you always hear on the radio is Tiffany's, I think.
Not for the oldies.
Well, not for the oldies, but
Nope.
in the 80s.
Well, in the 80s,
Right.
yeah. But you see, I grew up with the oldies, not with the 80s.
But the ones on the radio station was real. It was 80s. Anyways,
Debbie says, remember that song, Falling in Love? Falling in Love? Yep. Oh. Sam is still in Facebook jail. Hello, Sam.
but anyways, I took a picture of Tiffany and her in her big, red hair, and they photoshopped
80s style.
Stallone's face in it and adjusted it. The name of the song to it. I think I'm still alone. I'll never hear the same again.
Now passing. Which one? Falling in love again? I am never fall in love again. Oh wait, no. Falling in love again. I keep falling in love again. Falling in love with him. So blessing me over and over and over and over again. He keeps blessing me over and over and over and over and over again. He gets sweeter and sweeter as the days go by. Oh, what a love between my Lord and I. He keeps blessing me over and over and over and over and over again. Well, how about we change the tune a little bit? Hey, Debbie? There is power in the blood. Would you be free from your burden of sin? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would your evil a victory win? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Would you be free from your passion and pride? There's more power in the blood, power in the blood. Come for a cleansing to Calvary's tide. There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Would you do service for Jesus your King? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you live daily his praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Sam says he only went to Facebook jail when he commented on CEM. Well, do not think that you and I, that CJ and I have had anything to do with you going to jail. You are guilty of your own words, comments, opinions, and actions. We have not reported anybody. Kathleen says those songs are bringing back memories before I had any arthritis. Sam's going to be back in a short bit. Here's one for CJ. Precious words. Let's see if I can do it just right. Precious words forever, oh wonderful words. Teach me the pathway of duty. Lead me beside the still waters of life, flowing through valleys of beauty. Oops, let me raise that up a bit. Precious forever, oh wonderful words, teach me the pathway of duty. Lead me beside the still waters of life, flowing through valleys of beauty. Precious forever to you and to me. No, now I'm going too hard. Words that our Savior has spoken, bearing salvation far over the sea, healing the hearts that are broken. Freely he offers their promise to all. Come unto me, whosoever, sinners oppressed with a burden of woe, drink from the bountiful river, precious forever to you and to me. Precious forever to you and to me, words that our Savior has spoken, bearing salvation far over the sea, healing the hearts that are broken. Wouldst thou refuse the sweet solace he gives? In the midnight of thy sorrow, wouldst thou go on in the darkness of sin, longing for no bright tomorrow? Precious forever to you and to me, words that our Savior has spoken, bearing salvation far over the sea, healing the hearts that are broken. Precious words. Debbie says, Sam broke the law, and the law won. I fought the law, and the law won. I fought the law, and the law won. But what word action that bother you? Nothing, right? So how can you get offended by me? Not much there standards. Facebook has never won to answer their questions with their own standards. So, brother Robbie Eversole is going to be having a procedure on the 30th as an outpatient. Hello, mother. How you doing? You're thinking precious memories, perhaps. This is precious words. A wee bit of a difference. Just a wee bit. We're in the Red Book today. Number 278 will be the next one. God is calling the prodigal. David's headed back. Mother is slow. She's been sleeping a lot today for some reason. It is different. God is calling the prodigal, come without delay. Hear, oh, hear him calling, calling now for thee. Though you've wandered so far from his presence, come today. Hear his loving voice calling still, calling now for thee. O weary prodigal, come, calling now for thee. O weary prodigal, come. Patient, loving, and tenderly still the Father pleads. Hear, oh, hear him calling, calling now for thee. Oh, return while the Spirit in mercy intercedes. Hear his loving voice calling still, calling now for thee. Oh, weary prodigal, come, calling now for thee. Oh, weary prodigal, come. Come, there's bread in the house of thy Father, and to spare. Hear, oh, hear him calling, calling now for thee. Lo, the table is spread, and the feast is waiting there. Hear his loving voice calling still, calling now for thee. O weary prodigal, come, calling now for thee. O weary prodigal, come. Now Mary does offer another tune, which was Ancient Words. Ever true, ancient words, ever true. Which is not in this book, it's in the other one. That might be the one Mom was thinking of. Teresa asked for the songs I've already sung. And Mom says the red one is the only one I can find. I will wave to everyone. Hello. Teresa says Sean is coming. And Debbie gives the list to Teresa. Thank you, Debbie. Sister Love says, oh, by the way, Levi, I like your beard short. Like you have it now. Just thought I would let you know that in case you wanted to know. Well, thank you. Dad is disking what he plowed this morning. No garden today. Did water the strawberries. Do I ever let my beard get long like my dad's? Debbie, I have been striving to get my beard longer than my dad's for about 30 years now. And it has been a real struggle. And as a matter of fact, it hasn't been until this last year, due to the hormone shots that I take, that I have been able actually to even get close to a full beard. The short answer is no, but I'm trying. However, during the summer, I shorten it because it's going to get hot. And it's going to be a lot of dust and dirt and grime and, I want that off my neck. And Kathleen says, I like ancient words. Teresa thanks Debbie. Mary says, you've had a beard for 30 years. I have been striving to grow a long beard like Dad's or longer for 30 years, ever since I was about 15. It has not worked yet. There have been very few times that I've ever been clean shaven since I turned like 15. You don't even remember me being fully clean shaven, my son. It was close enough, but it was when I was sporting a goatee. Pat, I will tell you the same thing I tell Amy. Ain't happening. He said to buzz my beard off completely. Ain't happening. I might go to a goatee. I've done that before, but nope. I will say this. I have in my mind a goal, and if I reach that goal, I might consider. But at this point, it's not happening. The mother says, in this family, the boys did mature early. And, huh? Yes, Drew and Toby. And mother says, or Debbie says, what is it about men and facial hair? Well, men have facial hair. God gave it to those that he gave it to for a reason. And those who don't have it for a reason. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, that ain't happening, Amos. I am live. We don't need that. Don't give me that noise. Yes, some women have facial hair too. We have seen pictures of the bearded lady. As a matter of fact, there was a documentary about one lady who had a beard and she converted to Sikhism. That was an interesting one. Anyway. Mary shares a humorous one. The grandkids used to tell my husband, Papa, your beard smells funny. Or your beard smells when he ate onions. Sean says, hello, how Levi and everyone else, how are y'all doing? Well, you're a little late for that one. Debbie says, God is good, God is fair. Some he gave hair, another he gave brains. Well, that might be one way to look at it. Of course, like my grandpa had the saying in his sun porch, he said, God said, bald is beautiful. God made only so many perfect heads. The rest he covered in hair. Sean said, I want my beard to be so long that it's to my feet. Rip Van Winkle, are you? Mother said that would be very disrespectful, and Amy doesn't like divorce. That's true. Sean says, I want to break the world record for a man's longest beard. Sam's back. Welcome back. Carol says, my husband said that for years, that he would shave off his beard. Years into our marriage, off it came. Years, though. Oh, wouldn't shave off his beard. I actually began our marriage with clean shaven. So, you want to see a picture of me without a beard, you'll have to go all the way back to all the way back 23 years when I got married to Amy. That was the last time I did a full shave. Maureen says, "You'll look like a goat." Sam says, "That was 10 years." Amos, you got a message on Facebook. Sylvia said, "I hate what little hair I shave off my face, but I can't stand here. It always itches, and it's crazy. I hate it." Yes. Debbie says, let's get to Exodus chapter 17. Speaking of beards, God had some restrictions regarding beards for the children of Israel. So let's get to Exodus. We're not talking about beards tonight, but anyway, in the passages we're going to be referring to, but we're going to turn in our Bibles to Exodus 17. While you turn in there, let's do the DCG shuffle. Right, beards and hair. Sam's doing a stampede over there. Don't know why he's using buffalo, but there you go. Exodus chapter 17. Let's read. Then all of the congregation of the children of Israel set out on their journey from the wilderness of Sin, according to the commandment of the Lord, and camped in Rephidim. But there was no water for the people to drink. Therefore the people contended with Moses and said, "Give us water that we may drink." So Moses said to them, "Why do you contend with me? Why do you tempt the Lord?" And the people thirsted for the water and the people complained against Moses and said, "Why is it you have brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst?" So Moses cried out to the Lord, saying, "What shall I do with this people? They are almost ready to stone me." And the Lord said to Moses, "Go on before the people and take with you some of the elders of Israel. Also take in your hand your rod with which you struck the river, and go. Behold, I will stand before you there on the rock in Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water will come out of it, that the people may drink." And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. So he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the contention of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Now Amalek came and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said to Joshua, "Choose us some men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand." So Joshua did as Moses said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And so it was, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands became heavy. So they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur supported his hands, one on one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. So Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this for a memorial in the book, and recount it in the hearing of Joshua, that I will utterly blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven." And Moses built an altar and called its name, "The Lord is my banner." For he said, "Because the Lord has sworn, the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation." Exodus 18. And Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel, his people, that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, with her 2 sons, of whom the name of one was Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a foreign land, and the name of the other Eleazar, for he said, the God of my father was my help and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife to Moses in the wilderness, where he was encamped at the mountain of God. Now he said to Moses, I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons with her. So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, bowed down and kissed him, and they asked each other about their well-being, and they went into the tent. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had come upon them on the way, and how the Lord had delivered them. Then Jethro rejoiced for all the good which the Lord had done for Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, and who has delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all the gods, for in the very thing in which they behaved proudly, he was above them. Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and other sacrifices to offer to God. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law. And so it was on the next day that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood before Moses from morning until evening. So when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did for the people, he said, What is this thing that you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone, and all the people stand before you from morning until evening? And Moses said to his father-in-law, Because of the people come to me to inquire of God. When they have a difficulty, they come to me, and I judge between one and another, and I make known the statutes of God and his laws. So Moses, his father-in-law, said to him, The thing that you do is not good. Both you and these people who are with you will surely wear yourselves out. For the thing is too much for you. You are not able to perform it by yourself. Listen now to my voice. I will give you counsel, and God will be with you. Stand before God for the people, so that you may bring the difficulties to God. And you shall teach them the statutes and the laws, and show them the way in which they must walk and the work they must do. Moreover, you shall select from all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10s. And let them judge the people at all times. Then it will be that every great matter they shall bring to you, but every small matter they themselves shall judge. So it will be easier for you, for they will bear the burden with you. If you do this thing, and God so commands you, then you will be able to endure, and all this people will also go to their place in peace. So Moses heeded the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers over thousands, and rulers over hundreds, rulers over 50s, and rulers over 10s. So they judged the people at all times. The hard cases they brought to Moses, but they judged every small case themselves. Then Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way to his own land. Exodus 19. In the 3rd month after the children of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt, on the same day they came to the wilderness of Sinai, for they had departed from Rephidim and had come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. So Israel camped there before the mountain. And Moses went up and to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain, saying, Thus shall you say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before them all these words which the Lord commanded them. Then all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord has spoken we will do. So Moses brought back the words of the people to the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, I come to you in the thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you and believe you forever. So Moses told the words of the people to the Lord. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and let them be ready for the 3rd day, for on the 3rd day the Lord will come down upon Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. You shall set bounds for the people all around, saying, Take heed to yourselves that you do not go up to the mountain or touch its base. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. Not a hand shall touch him, but he shall surely be stoned or shot with an arrow. Whether man or beast, he shall not live. When the trumpet sounds long, they shall come near the mountain. So Moses went down from the mountain to the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said to the people, Be ready for the 3rd day. Do not come near your wives. Then it came to the pass on the 3rd day in the morning that there were thunderings and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain, and the sound of the trumpet was very loud, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. And Moses brought the people out of the camp to the meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Now, Mount Sinai was completely in smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. Its smoke ascended like the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. And when the blast of the trumpet sounded long and became louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him by voice. Then the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. And the Lord said to Moses, Go down and warn the people, lest they break through to gaze at the Lord, and many of them perish. Also let the priests who come near the Lord consecrate themselves, lest the Lord break out against them. But Moses said to the Lord, The people cannot come up to the Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, Set bounds around the mountain and consecrate it. Then the Lord said to him, Away, get down and come up, you and Aaron with you, but do not let the priests and the people break through to come up to the Lord, lest he break out against them. So Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. Exodus chapter 20. And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourselves a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children of the third to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Now all the people witnessed the thunderings and the lightning flashes, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off. Then they said to Moses, You speak with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said to the people, Do not fear, for God has come to test you, and that his fear may be before you, so that you may not sin. So the people stood afar off, but Moses drew near the thick darkness where God was. Then the Lord said to Moses, Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, You have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. You shall not make anything to be with me, gods of silver or gods of gold. You shall not make for yourselves. An altar of earth you shall make for me, and you shall sacrifice on it your burnt offerings and your peace offerings, your sheep and your oxen. In every place where I record my name, I will come to you and I will bless you. And if you make me an altar of stone, you shall not build it of hewn stone, for if you use your tool on it, you have profaned it. Nor shall you go up by steps to my altar, that your nakedness may not be exposed on it. Exodus chapter 16 through 20. Are there any other prayer requests? As O'Shea makes his way over. You're welcome, Don. You're welcome, Teresa. You're welcome, Kathleen. Darlene says, well, I just seen everyone checked in that they were here. Well, I'm here, but I must have taken a little nap. Wake up, sister! The sleeping sister sorority is still alive and well. Sean says, pray for me that I can get the materials to finish the projects here on our land that I have been trying to get finished. I'm unable to buy stuff because it's so expensive, and every every now and then I'll find stuff for free, but it's just hard to find all the materials that I need for free. So just please pray that God will provide. Will do. Sam's still trying to get an appointment for Selena at the embassy. You're welcome, Debbie. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Like the pirates of Penzance. Shiny silver buckles and my. Anyway. No thanks. I wanna sing and dance. I think O'Shea is coming. Continue to keep me in prayer and Amy in prayer. Friday's going to be a very long day, as Amy has a wee bit of an operation or slash procedure, actually. And that's all that we're going to say on that one. But keep her in your prayers. We don't have a time, just so we have the date. Darlene says, I love y'all. She's going to say goodnight and get her beauty rest because she sure needs it. Good night, Sister Love. We can't hear you. Your microphone's not on. Nope. There it is.
I found it. I don't know who mutes it that way, but they're a dork.
Well, that is the mute button on the microphone, you know.
Right, but
I'm not the one that did it, but anyway.
Generally, you mute it from StreamYard.
Well, you can do that.
Sean, I have my indie hat back on.
Sam says, I hear him and duck call. Were you down in the hole?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like a prayer board. That'd be nice.
Well, Alicia took it out of there last night, and I didn't use it, so I don't know what she did with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's underneath everything.
Tom said, Brother Indy, how's it going? Find any gold or treasure lately? Well,
I found a roll of buried, long-forgotten caution tape.
Well, I think you found some gold over on Saturday, didn't you not?
Yeah.
There were some gold nuggets over there. You should have.
Not in that hole, though.
He didn't say where. But there be gold in them dark pages, you know.
I located the purple.
What in the world? Yo, is there anybody in there that can come assist me a moment? Not you, Osea.
Well, I can.
Would you hand me down the hummingbird feeder, please? Make sure you knock all the ants off it. But am I seeing something? Or is there a large creature on the inside?
Junebug.
I don't know if it's a June bug, and it looks almost like a frog.
I'd like a pencil.
A what? No. Oh, well, maybe it's just the something on the side there. Sticker on the side? Something green or something on that. Sean says, safe any old temple, safe in any old temples lately.
Save any old temples lately?
Oh, this is what I thought right here.
I would like a pencil.
DJ joined the call. What call? Alessia. Go ahead and take that off, would you? We might as well take that all inside and have them wash it so we can get the ants off there. O'Shea needs a pencil, and you need to wash that feeder and fill it with some fresh syrup. Sugar water. Okay, everything's in the world, said Sam. Teresa says, thank you all for praying for my knee. I keep it propped up so the swelling is going down slowly. Don't forget to do your exercise, Sister T. And if you want to know what exercise I'm talking about, I'd have to dig out my paper. Kathleen hasn't seen any hummingbirds there. She needs to hang a feeder. We have had 2 flying around here doing their little dance, and it's been beautiful. Debbie says, okay, I'm feeling kind of sick to my stomach, so she's going to go. Oh, don't run off. I mean, I know that O'Shea has been working, but he doesn't smell that bad.
I'd certainly hope not. Well, Debbie, we'll put you down.
This is my favorite greedy little birds, little greedy birds. And, of course, you know why hummingbirds hum, don't you?
Humming while they work?
Because they can't read the music. Because they don't know the notes.
I was going to say, I know the scientific reason.
Oh, well.
Robbie, see,
that's a very big possibility, Sean. And remember, we talked about that before. But don't give up hope just yet. You're going to have to check and see how their bark and how they look on the green test and stuff. So Sam says, hum that tune. Well, how close to those cats are you leaving the feeder?
The cats would play a very big part in
it. Teresa said, oh, I got what you said now about the bird.
So what's going on with Brother Robbie?
He's going to have some sort of a procedure on the 30th. Probably has to do with his heart.
Let's see.
Probably. You don't want it anywhere near where the cats can get to it, because they will keep the birds at bay. They don't like it. You could walk through a skunk farm and I couldn't smell you. I lost my sense of smell after COVID, and I haven't got a clue if things should smell the way they do.
I'm going to blame it on your cleaner. COVID, yeah. It's all the bleach.
Sean says it's down by the driveway, by the way, in the tree.
Who's in the tree?
The feeder. Or the cats, either one.
Not the birds.
Well, too, you should really look at what kind of bird you're trying to attract. You don't put out bird feed for birds that are not native to your area. It don't work that way. Sam says, will that be internet sync? Sean says, I'm thinking about building a bird stand, putting the feeder in the middle of the field. And Debbie doesn't use a lot of bleach. Anyway, okay, so any other requests there, buddy?
Sean's asking prayers for material.
Mm-hmm. That he can finish what he started.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa says, I don't know, Sean. Cats can jump or climb posts and trees. And
If you're gonna hang it from a pole, make sure it's a metal pole.
Kathleen says, if you can't smell a skunk, your smell is gone. What happens when your smeller doesn't smell and your get up don't get? Right, Mom? Someone gave my second older brother a card that said something about that. He was sick. I think it was. Sam says, make the stand out of metal. Either that or put a couple of metal shields on it. Sean's allergic to bleach. Well, you're not supposed to drink it.
You really aren't supposed to drink it or smell it, Sean. Most people are allergic to bleach.
Here comes the really. Told you. God, if metal cats can't climb on metal, I'm going to use the old satellite and stand for the bird feeder. There you go. That's a good use for it. And if you turn the satellite dish upright so it's pointing directly up and plug the holes, you've got a bird bath. Hey, and you can still use the little armature there for them to sit on and preen themselves. Sam says, or put a bunch of nails on it. No. Mother says, I'm not getting up well. I think one of our cats came back from Bayonne. Well, they've been known to travel quite a ways.
A week or so, but
Sean was like, I was thinking that same thing, Levi. United. Uh-huh. And speaking of United, I'm going to jump out of here. Unless O'Shea needs a little more help with the prayer requests.
Not anything you have started.
Okay. All righty. Well, then, I'll let O'Shea go ahead and offer up the word of prayer, and I'll see you all then. God bless.
Thank you. Love you. Sister T's asking prayers. Well, she's actually thanking us for prayers, but we're going to put her down for prayers anyways. For her knee. Slowly the swelling is going down. And we'll put Debbie down as well for her recovery and recovery. Very good, Sean. Very good. What you should really be praying for, Sean, is while you're digging one of your holes for a tree or a post, you end up digging into a treasure chest. That's what you should really be hoping for. Full of gold doubloons and emeralds. That's what you need. Alrighty. Sean says, now you're talking. I just have a heart to help people struggling. Well, Sean, I'd say all of us have a heart to do that. So far, for on the prayer board, we have prayers for Robbie, as he is preparing for a procedure on the 30th. Prayers for Sean to finish what he started. Prayers for Sam, as he is trying to get an appointment for Selena. Prayers for Teresa, as her knee pain persists. Prayers for Debbie and her recovery. And for Levi and his headaches, and Amy and her procedure and her health. So, if that is it for people on the prayer board, as it so far appears to be, boop, boop, boop. Let's go to God in prayer, y'all. Bow with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your word and for this time to gather and to read your word, to laugh with one another, and to sing. We thank you for your privileges and your blessings that you do give us. We come before you asking your blessings upon Robbie Eversole as he is preparing for a procedure on the 30th. We ask that it would go well and go smooth, that you would guide the hands of the doctors there, help them to do what needs to be done, bless them to work well. Be with Sean. We ask your blessings upon him as he strives to finish what he has started. Bless him that he can get what he sets out to do accomplished, to do well. Bless him with strength and wisdom, guidance. Lead him along the way he should go. Bless him. Be with Sam as he gets ready to get an appointment for Selena. We ask that the schedules would work out, that he could get this appointment for her scheduled, and that the appointment would go well. Be with Sam. Bless him with strength, with wisdom as well. Build him up. Guide him down the way he should go as well. Be with Teresa as she continues to have knee pain. We ask your blessings upon her, that the swelling would go down, that the pain would decrease and that she'd be able to use her knee as it's supposed to be used. Bless her. Be with Debbie as she is recovering. We ask your blessings upon her that she will recover to a full portion of health, back to feeling well. Be with her. Help her to heal and do well. Be with Levi. Be with Levi and his headaches. Bless him with solutions, with relief from these headaches, that he can think clearly and operate at full capacity like he used to do. Bless him. Be with him. Be with Amy and her upcoming procedure. Bless her that she would feel well, that the procedure would go well. Guide the doctors there. Bless them. Be with their hands. Help them to do what needs to be done. Be with her. Help her to recover. Bless her. Be with all of us here. Bless us in our various ailments and needs. Give us strength, healing, guidance, and wisdom, and peace. Be with each and every one of us here. We thank you so much for your blessings, for being such the wonderful, all-powerful God you are, willing to listen to our petitions and our cries out to you. We thank you so much for that privilege. Be with us all, guide us, bless us. In Jesus' name, amen. Alrighty, Sean. I will put Sylvia's Aunt Elizabeth down on the prayer board for tomorrow. Elizabeth Kale. Alrighty. Got her down. So, Sean says, thank y'all for the singing, reading, and prayers. You are very welcome, Sean. Thank you for being here. Sister T says, amen, thank you, love y'all, good night. You are very welcome. Love you as well, sister. You have a wonderful night. Kathleen says, thank you, O'Shea. Good night, all. Love everyone. You are very welcome, Kathleen. You have a wonderful night as well. Love you, sister. Sean says, O'Shea and everyone. Sylvia says, thank y'all. You are very welcome there, Sylvia. Well, y'all, thank you for being here. For reading, for singing, and praying. It's always a pleasure to see y'all here. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Love you. Bye-bye. Right back at you, Grandma. Bye-bye.